Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Wild Discoveries vlog here on the Pixel Biology channel. And this vlog is really exciting because it includes a couple wild discoveries that I found right outside in my own backyard. A pair of half-grown fawns who have wandered through the chain of parks that make a greenery highway for wild animals and who showed up right behind my house. Although the beautiful scenery I'm lucky enough to have in my backyard may make you think I live out in the countryside, I actually don't. I live right in the middle of a fairly large city in Michigan, so it really is a huge surprise for me to look out my bedroom window and see deer nosing around the ivy outside, especially because these ones were so close to my deck. If you guys have been watching our zoo crafting series, then you've heard me mention these adorable dorks before, and in fact you'll be seeing a lot more of them in the coming weeks as I get to reveal some more awesome animal facts with future wild discovery videos. But let's just say I've had a lot of unexpected wildlife showing up in my backyard to enjoy the bounty of all of my acorns that are everywhere on the ground right now. But for now, I just really wanted to share my experience with these two fawns with you guys. I still call them fawns, even though they've lost all of their spots and graduated from their mother's sides by now, but in reality, these two are yearling deer ready to try their hooves at living an independent life foraging for food in the suburban forest they have probably lived in most of their lives in for the first time. Because these little guys have just recently grown out of the white spots that marked them as white-tailed deer fawns, which is the term for baby deer, just in case you didn't know, my guess is that they were actually born in April or May of this year, and they've probably lived most of their lives in the parks and the tiny patches of trees that connect the neighborhoods of our city. My guess is being so used to the neighborhood and city life is why the two fawns were not that excited when they saw me. I was actually a little bit distressed that they weren't more wary of a human being near them. But as usual, guys, I just want to take a moment to remind you, these are wild animals. They look adorable. They were so cute. Watching them try to eat acorns was the most adorable thing I have seen in so long because they were not very good at it. Even though white-tailed deer have special incisors to help them to chew down on really tough bark and to break open nuts like this, these guys are still learning how to eat acorns. You can see when they root around in the ivy and they'll come up with a big green acorn that looks nice and delicious for them, but then they would try to bite down on the acorn and they would bite down on the smooth part of it and the acorn would literally shoot right out of their mouth. And it just made me laugh so hard because they'd be rooting around, they'd find an acorn, they would start chewing on it, the acorn would literally fly out of their mouth, and they would look very confused and have to find the same acorn again, and try again until they learned how to turn it around in their mouth and bite down on the right section for it. But these two actually seem to be doing just fine, even though they have left their mother's side, and that's no doubt due to the fact that they're in a neighborhood that is absolutely overflowing with an abundance of gardens at this time of year. One of the reasons that white-tailed deer can become a bit of a problem animal in our neighborhood and in our city in particular are because they will eat absolutely anything. Deer are adorable and so cute, and I was really so happy to watch these two in my backyard. But if you think about it, guys, all those acorns that they were chomping down could have one day grown up to be one of the beautiful, majestic, huge oak trees in my backyard. And in a balanced ecosystem, you're going to have a predator come in and keep the deer moving and keep them from eating every single seed. They definitely were going through eating every single acorn for sure. But here, they weren't even afraid of people, and they certainly don't have any natural predators that are lurking somewhere in our neighborhood. But I have to admit, at the moment, just watching those two looking for acorns and pulling at some of the oak leaves in my backyard, I wasn't really thinking in terms of predators or ecosystem balances. I was just thinking how cute it was that fawns apparently have to learn how to eat their acorns or else they will fly out of their mouths, and how I wanted to share this experience with you guys. So please remember, they are definitely wild animals and they are so cute, and they definitely need to be respected for their place in nature. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you will look forward to more of the wild discoveries that we have coming up based on a lot of the wildlife that I am just finding right in my own backyard here in Michigan. So if you guys have white-tailed deer, if you guys have more interesting creatures or more exotic creatures to most of our eyes popping up in your backyards, please share them with us. And I would really love to hear what's normal but not usual to find in your backyard where you live.